It's the Cable
I'm gonna grab a Hull Breacher here. I think Hull Breacher and Skull Clamp are both in like the same range. Could just take Wooded Foothills. If you were gonna do green though, is Wooded Foothills better or Clamp better? Honestly, the fetches have felt really important. I've done a lot of the landfall things recently though. Yeah, so if we had taken the Wooded Foothills, we'd be on Bill here. I think that's what we'd be on if we'd taken the Clamp too. Maybe Voidwalker. Voidwalker I could see being cute with Clamp. With the Hull Breacher start, I think you're looking at Kitten or Jace. Neither of which I love. Looking at Preordain, Thundertrap Trainer, and Tezzeret. I think Tezzeret plays really well with a lot of the same cards that Displacer Kitten plays with. So it's a little aggressive because we have nothing for the Tez to grab yet, but I think it makes sense here. If this is a pack one, pick one, I'd be taking the Ajani. And if I was on that landfall thing that I've been talking about, I'd be on Berserk here. So drastically different paths. Thinking about Dark Ritual. Zern Orb sort of works with Tez. Could take Mystic Confluence. Could take Citadel just in case you end up with Tinker. Kind of like that idea. I really do like a Dark Ritual. It's not good as like the Mana Rock Rituals because those play well with Kitten. Let's take a Lutri here. Kitten and Tamio is reasonable. I'm gonna take Lutri. Thinking about the fetch, thinking about Shortcut, thinking about Mycospawn. If we ended up with like Academy, Mycospawn could be really good. I'm gonna grab Shortcut, I think. And now we're gonna grab Twister. That's kind of the idea behind the Hull Breacher, right? So there's a Riddler, there's a Sheldock Isle. There's a Sword of the Meek. Have any of y'all played with the Riddler a lot in this cube? It seems cute to do the blink thing with. In the arena cube yesterday, I used the 2-mana 1/4 that taps for 4 green if you have something with 4 power. It was kind of cool to like warp it out for 2 mana and then have that thing tap for 4 green. Y'all we're really missing is like a Soul Ring and a Mana Crypt and a Mox Sapphire. Planisphere is kind of helpful. Here's a track nobody's heard before. Top would be nice, yeah. Especially if we actually got the Tinker for the Citadel. I've like not played with Thundertrap much at all. I'm still going to take Sync. Thinking about Path, thinking about Mystic. There's a Bloatus. Now the Tez makes sense. The whole deck makes sense. Black Lotus pretty good at casting a Citadel too. Yeah, Library is hard to pass, but I do want more 0-mana artifacts, and that's what the Mox Diamond is. One cool thing about Displacer Kitten and Tez is you can use Tez, downtick, go get your Black Lotus, play your Black Lotus, use Kitten to blink the Tez, downtick the Tez, go get your Mox Diamond, play your Mox Diamond, have that, you see what I mean? Like you can do that little chain. Plus, if you're playing Draw 7s, you kind of just want like as much fast mana as you can get your hands on. This one's unfortunate. We're going to take this Academy, but I mean, there's no way that Urza is going to wheel for us. This is like the closest I've ever seen those two be Because Urza can get away with a lower artifact count than Academy, because it comes with its own artifact. And it's also a really good Kitten Blink target, Urza. I think the Academy will still be good, though. Ooh, Mox Opal. And an LED. This is all coming up Millhouse, isn't it? I think I'm feeling that Gadgeteer hum. Well, there's a balance for my artifact deck. Feel like that makes sense. PO looking closer than usual, but still probably not great. I'm gonna grab that Lava Spur Boots. It doesn't really do much for the deck, but it is another tutorable with Tez. That's another cheap artifact for Academy. It'll be alright. Yeah, with Mox Opal and Tellurian Academy, you'd play like just about any artifact that costs 1 or less. Oh, especially Candelabra, huh? Untap that there, Academy. Hell yeah. Now we get to choose between Spell Pierce and Blightsteel. Blightsteel gets a lot better with the Lava Spur Boots, of course. But you still need that Tinker. I guess taking the Blightsteel might prevent somebody else from taking Tinker in pack 3. If they already had it, they would have grabbed it, right? So that's a good sign, actually. Blightsteel wheeling there. What happened to my playlist? Oh, here we are. Weird. I just like ate the playlist again. Well, whatever. All right, with Mox Opal and Mox Diamond here, I think this Oko is pretty playable, actually. I also like that it spits out artifacts for the Academy. That's nice. Welcome, Eric. That is the appropriate response. Is Blightsteel the current best Tinker target? No. Alright, so Breeding Pool would help with Oko. No More Lies is just good to have. Could have an Academy, could have Manifold Key. I think. And then there's Talisman, Fairy, or LED here. I'm going to grab another 0. I'm going to grab this Lion's Eye Diamond. Some real nice packs there. So there's a 9-drop that makes the opponent sacrifice 3 things. Portal. I think Portal is considered the best Tinker target. And then after that, it's kind of... It really depends on like the sort of deck you're drafting. When it comes to Blightsteel and versus Citadel. Because one of these decks is going to want one of these, and another sort of deck is going to want the other. If you can give the Colossus haste, if you can protect it with counters, it's going to like kill pretty quickly. If you're playing like a combo deck with Sensei's Divining Top and Tendrils and stuff, like Citadel's going to be much, much better. One of the worser shells for Chrome Mox. We got a lot of things we can imprint in it, but we got a lot of things we can't imprint on it too. We did get that Sink into Stupor earlier. The pitch Moxen are just really good with balance and Time Twister and stuff is all. I think I want Frantic Search. Maybe Malevolent Rumble. Hey, there's Tinker, and there's Mana Drain too. Why did I take LED? Because I wanted another 0-mana artifact, like I said when I drafted it. I'm sorry that you don't like my reasoning, but I did already say it. Yeah, the Mana Drain's still tempting. There's like the outside chance that nobody can actually use this fucking Tinker. I'm gonna take it anyway. It's a pretty good Tinker deck. And now we're gonna take Grim Monolith. That one's pretty good with this Displacer Kitten. One of the better ones with the Displacer Kitten, actually. Ooh, now we got Basalt Monolith. That one's also good with Kitten and good with his Forensic Gadgeteer. Love it. Portable Hole can be tutored up with Tezzeret. I kind of like the Ugin is just like something to do with all this colorless mana, right? From like the Grim Monolith and the Basalt Monolith. I'm gonna grab the Mystical Tutor here. It's got some real nice hits between Tinker and Balance. And Twister. Oh yeah, it's a real good tutor. So Spiral's a really good draw 7 with Academy, and we are still a Hull Breacher deck, so I think I'm just doing that. But the Ghost Vacuum and the Fracture Identity are both very tempting as well. Fracture just like answers some problems that the deck has trouble with. These duels don't do anything for me. I'm going to throw Voice of Victory into the sideboard, I think. Can board it in against someone with a lot of counters. The Paradoxical Outcome might be good. Oh, I'm going to take Prism. So Frantic Search is really good with Academy, but we do already have a couple of other ways to untap Academy with Candelabra and Spiral here. And the Prism's like really good with the balance. It's really just like good for color fixing in general here, and it, you know, juices up all my artifact stuff. I think it's good. So the colors in this Talisman are better. It is like an upgrade over the Talisman of Creativity I have here. I'm still going to take the Bauble, though. I'm just going to grab a 0. That'll end up with us being a little bit more explosive. I guess I'm cutting Planisphere. I thought it was cute with the Lava Spur boots. Yeah, if we'd gotten the top, then I think Citadel versus Blightsteel would be a lot closer. But right now, Blightsteel is something to do with if I ever get infinite mana with a Forensic Agitator. And we do have Lava Spur boots to haste it up, potentially. I think I'm going to cut the Talisman. Oh, I'm not going to play the Sink into Stupor. It's good with the Lutri. It's good to just, like, have spells. But it doesn't work with the Mox Diamond. I kind of want my lands to work with the Mox Diamond. Especially because we've got, like, the Mox Opal and the Black Lotus in there. Maybe I'll cut Path. This is like 13 blue sources, 6-ish white. Not cutting Pendant Prism. 4-ish green. Let's throw another forest in here. Ooh, a mulligan. God, what do you fucking put back, huh? Or I'm in the play? Oh, maybe I shouldn't have kept this. Yeah, it's not just a land, but like any 1 or 0 mana artifact also gets us rolling next turn. Fuck. And now they're just like passing, holding up counter magic. We're whiffing anyway. Alright, so there's 1 0 mana artifact that doesn't help. What about Cryptic bouncing the Mox Diamond? I was gonna let it die, maybe. Gotta what? Gross. Oh shit, what up? Hey, Disbut a scratch 5. Thanks to the sob. Thanks to the 10 months there. Well, that Tinker's looking kind of bad. I guess we do have the Lava Spur boots. There's a real one. Leave it on top. Maybe they'll Jace Fate Seal it, but then at least they're not brainstorming. Kind of nice that they had to use subtlety there instead of a counter spell. Oh, they're just brainstorming again. Surprise! I wouldn't say no consequence. My opponent's gotten to play out all their lands and sit there brainstorming with Jace a bunch. I don't. Whatever the definition of no consequences, I don't think this fit. Yeah, the Black Lotus is very tempting, but I'm gonna grab the Candelabra. Potential Black Lotus every turn. Sure. Bates. Two different lines here. Either like twisting or maybe just try to Shorkai activate, or maybe you burn the upheaval. I think I could have cracked that to put Lucher to hand. Maybe not. Maybe it's only sorcery speed as opposed to like on your turn. Interesting that they hit the Lotus instead of the Shorkai. Oh, this is a big fourth. That's what it looks like to me. I think I'm just supposed to upheaval. I'm very tempted to time spiral. And hopefully, like, have something else rolling. And they still have the Monarch going. But that's not, like, GG necessarily. Considering shotgun down to 2. Still the Monarch. 2 seems a little different than 4, life total wise. Yeah, I wonder if just sitting here and gaining life with food is the strat. Hmm. Hmm. And I'm actually just going to let the Monarch roll. Like they can draw 2 a turn here. Is the right side of the Wodo window normally cut off? It is not. Hold on, I can fix that. Yeah, I was having issues with Arena the other day, and that forced me to resize things. Yeah, we kind of became a prison deck here at the end, huh? They had the Monarch going, drawing 2 cards a turn. Most of their like win conditions are like the 4th and the Goldspan, you know, that sort of thing. So we could just sit here and like gain a bunch of life and watch them slowly deck out, which I guess they got sick of. We're going to play Voice of Victory over something here. Maybe the Rumble. Hey, Toastface Killer. Thanks for the sub. Thanks for 79 months there. Up the count. Kind of crazy that game, huh? We did nothing for like a billion years. And then eventually Upheaval just saved my ass. This is going to be game 2, correct? This is a matchup where I regret passing that to Fairy, huh? One more way to turn off counters and such. I'm actually just gonna play this as a Stone Rain. It's like 2 for 1-ing myself, but I feel like this is not somebody who wants to be Stone Rained. Based on what I've seen of their deck, Try that, I guess. Kind of just want to twist it into their deck. Now they just put Lucha to hand. Not a lot for Mystical Tutor to grab now that we've drawn the balance and the upheaval. It's mostly just Twister. I think I'm just supposed to play the Oko, really. Oh, you thought I was going to upheaval and play the Oko? That could have been solid. Displacer Kitten is green. Yeah, I could have just upticked Oko to make a food there, and then threatened to eat the gold span attacking with Lutri. This felt safer to me, having 2 potential blockers. And hopefully dicking around about the Oko gets their disruption out. Oh, that's cute, but I'm just gonna Oko it back to a 3/3 again, I think they might have been thinking that it was gonna like insta blink, be back attacking. And now the Sheldock Owl is gonna be online finally. Yeah, they know about the spiral in hand, so just like, all right, because we mystical tutored for the spiral earlier. Sweet. Oh, a sick little match, huh? I felt like I didn't have a ton to commentate on. It was just a lot of like being patient and just sitting there watching the numbers slowly line up. Yeah, their biggest like threat, if the game goes late, is 4th. And our best answer to 4th is upheaval. So I was kind of just like chilling on it. Just like, yep, just gonna hold on to this. Alright. Yeah, the Rumble's here mostly so we see Academy more often. Not in love with this start so far. Helpful. Possible I shouldn't have even tapped it. We kind of just like gave them something to use a removal spell on, and next turn that Monolith could have gone into like playing and activating Shorokai, and then we just wouldn't have had to worry about anything like that. We also gunked up our balance as like a clean answer to Grizzlebrand type cards. Something I've been thinking about with Lutri more and more since I've been playing with him a lot is having him just as like a way to answer an opposing counter. So like you put your game-winning spell on the stack. If the opponent counters it, then you flash in Lutri to copy your spell. That sort of thing. Deal. That I'm pretty happy with. We just happen to have mana for Shorokai anyway. Yeah, right, Jake? Caleb's streaming again today? What? Who could have predicted? Yeah, his Thoughtseize is so much worse now that we have the short guy in play. Because we're just going to draw 3 cards a turn anyway. Who cares? They vamped. They sealed. Was the mortuary just going to bin it? Got the tracks in the graveyard. So the issue with my opponent's line is that Twister does just shuffle their tracks back in. So I'm going to do that, I guess. We have 3 mana here. We could tinker. I'm just going to pass. Well, might as well boots up, I guess. Yeah, very possible I should have just tinkered up Blightsteel this turn. The main reason I didn't is then he's a little naked and exposed to edicts. Yeah. Fair enough, huh? Fair enough. I kind of like the path. They just showed me Bat. And maybe you couldn't Atraxa with it. You're excited to try Tin Fins with Gwenum. So a Spider-Man card. 5 mana, 4/4, legendary creature, symbiote spider hero. Death Touch lifelink. When Gwenum attacks until end of turn, you may look at the top card of your library at any time, and you may play cards in the top of your library. If you cast a spell this way and pay life, you'll lose mana cost rather than pay its mana cost. A Haywire Might only hits non-creatures. So I think this is reasonable. I did consider, yeah, that's the downside about that line. I did consider balancing, cracking LED with the trigger on the stack. So I go to Hellbent, and they'd also have to discard their hand and sack the Haywire Might. And so then we'd both be Hellbent, but then I'd have 3 mana left over, and I could put the Lutri to hand. I know it has trample, but I would rather take 6 than 7 here. Could make the hamster larger. But then the Minsc and Boo just down ticks. Yeah, I think activating was poor. I think I needed to balance here. Get rid of the Boo token. Guess we're jamming this now. So it's a lot of mana. I don't think it does anything for me. Let's bobble the top of my library here. Just in case. Yeah. And then we would draw it up to 21 cards, which is not quite enough to have a Shelldock for the path. Close. Yeah, I think I should have spiraled before attacking. Then they respond with a removal spell on Hull Breacher, but then I know to like activate the Colonnade and serve it and clear Boo that way. Still looks rough though, alright? Still looks really rough. So close, huh? 1 mana away from being able to go Monolith into Monolith Gadgeteer, Infinite, Ugin stuff. I do have to sack a land. And they do get to keep a card. So if they have like a Reanimator deck, and they keep like Reanimate or Animate Dead and get to Benefatty, then that's nice for them. We haven't seen that though, if that is what they're doing. I feel like they'll probably want more than 1 card in hand. I think I'm gonna crack this bauble. Now that I have Metalcraft all taken care of. Vamp Tutor, They did get Reanimate, but they're just getting an Ent. It's a clock, but they did have to like spend a draw to get it, right? With the Vamp Tutor. On this next turn, I think we're just turning the boots into a 3/3 to potentially block. I've decided to take the trade. I think I maybe should have used the Monolith mana to get the Lutri. Oh, they've got 3 life in play anyway. Yeah, so I wouldn't have been repping lethal next turn. This is fine. Keeping the Monolith untapped means that it's another thing that I can just like launch in with the Yoko next turn too. How many times am I going to have to teach you this lesson, old man? Yeah. Yep. Yeah, we just let the Oko take 3, flash and loot tree, Oko a thing, serve them for 9. Very cool. The main plan there. Have like a plan C or D or something. I just want to get in with the launch in with the lava spur boots here. Probably bad. I was thinking about like sacking the LED, putting Lucha to hand, running it out, putting boots on it. It's not like the worst upheaval ever. It's just not great either. They have a Mox Jet and like a few lands. You're not like doing much of a reset on their end. Interesting. Sure. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna crack the LED. No, I've drawn the Mox Diamond. But it still lets me beat like a Spell Pierce or something. So that one I'm not beating. Poops. Sure thing. I think Citadel's gonna come in for Blightsteel. Am I winning? Probably not this game, but I've been doing a lot of winning so far today. Started off with a trophy, and then I think we won a match or two. Yeah, this is the finals. Game 1 of the finals right here. I'm having fun. Streaming today? Yeah. Been having a relatively good time. Balance could be good. That's not what I drew, though. The Parallax Wave makes me wonder if Colossus is not where it's at. In terms of Tinker targets. Oh shit, what up? How you, Treyu? Thanks for the sub. Thanks for 52 months. So close. Trying to decide which of these I want to put back into my library, basically. Hey, no force negation there. And that'll end my turn. Come on. Come on. So far, Citadel has drawn 2 cards. We gonna go get Mox Jet again? Whee! I can just upheaval and replay everything, right? It's not that good, though. It just, like, bounces 2 of their lands. I was thinking I was just gonna Mystical Tutor for Spiral and fire off another draw 7 there. Find more action. Oh shit, what up? Hey, a Juicy Juicer. Thanks for the sub. Thanks for sharing that Prime. And once again, we officially have the juice. Just activate Citadel to kill the opponent. Yeah, maybe multiple activations that turn. Because you have the 7 treasure. So you can activate Citadel pretty easy. Then you put Spiral on the stack. And then you use the kitten to blink the Citadel. And you're going to get another 7 treasure. So you might just be able to do 20 with Citadel. Ooh. A not very good hand. The main reason I'm chilling instead of slamming Shorekai this turn is if you slam Shorekai here, you don't get to activate it. And so then if they've got like a disenchant effect, you end up not getting any value out of it. Rude. Oh, interesting. So they're balancing to get rid of the Hull Breacher, but they also have to sack a land and discard 2 cards. Yeah, it's kind of rough, huh? Sack a land, discard a Walking Ballista. Now they're down to 2 cards in hand. They did bolt themselves. Well, shit. Okay. That's not a very good sign for them. Holy shit. Just little haste shitters. Just fucking bootsing up some fucking otters. Let's go. That Lutri literally won me the game, huh? Just having a companion to serve with. Wild. Yeah, Lutri at its most impressive, copying Time Walk, Ancestral Recall, Berserk, game-winning effects like that, but that league, we didn't really do any of that. He was just showing up, pecking away at folks, flashing in his blocker. That was good enough. Cool, very cool. Well, it's back-to-back trophies. Don't hate that. What was the first league?